Disney CEO Bob Chapek announced at the quarterly meeting not too long ago, just a couple of weeks ago, that Disney, through ESPN, is going to get into the sports betting business. Is this the end of Disney as a family-friendly brand? Oh, no. Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Orange Grove 55. So, Bob Chapek, everyone's favorite bad guy, villain, announced at the last quarterly earnings report that, Disney's pursuing opportunities in sports betting. Now, this is going to be kind of done through through the ESPN brand, which Disney owns. It says here, quote, "We're also moving towards a greater presence in online sports betting. And given our reach and scale, we have the potential to partner with third parties in this space in a very meaningful way," end quote, Chapek said on Wednesday during the company's fourth quarter earnings call. Okay. So there's been a lot of debate and discussion amongst the fan circles, the fan community, and there's been honestly a ton of outrage over this, which shouldn't surprise me because everything Bob Chapek does results in a ton of outrage. I think a lot of it is unjustified, but that's just my opinion. But I really don't understand the outrage on this one. I really don't. And here's why. Since Michael Eisner was CEO of the Walt Disney Company, in the mid 80s, Michael Eisner realized you have to kind of go beyond just the family friendly shtick sort of thing in order to really stay financially healthy, so to speak. You have to grow beyond that because the family friendly thing does have a ceiling, and Disney Plus is sort of coming to that harsh reality right now. That's why there's been a lot of talks in regards to bringing Hulu into the Disney Plus, platform, right? There is a ceiling for that. So as a company, when Michael Eisner took over, he wanted to kind of grow the company and make it more financially sound. And one way he did that was get into more adult stuff. So Disney bought Hollywood Pictures, Touchstone, Miramax. These were not necessarily family-friendly brands. They did a lot of content that was more skewed for adults, especially Miramax, okay? Just so you know, okay? Pulp Fiction. I don't know if you guys at home have seen Pulp Fiction. Yeah, that was technically a Disney movie. That was done when Disney owned Miramax. Okay. Disney has been doing this literally for decades, where they have these kind of like these ancillary brands that sort of do the adult content, but they keep the Disney name squeaky clean. I don't see how this ESPN sports betting thing is really any different. They're utilizing the ESPN brand for sports betting. They're not using the Disney brand to do this. Technically, they own ESPN. Yeah, that's true. But they also owned Miramax when they released Pulp Fiction. They also owned Hollywood Pictures and Touchstone and all those other things, So it's the same thing. They own these brands, but they're these other brands are kind of doing this adult stuff. So not to tarnish the family-friendly image of the Disney name, right? ESPN, believe it or not, hey, look, us here on this channel, we all know Disney owns ESPN. We're all nerdy Disney sweaties, right? We are. We know that very, very well. The vast majority of the public, they're not aware of that. Like, I talk to my coworkers all the time, and I'll bring stuff up like this to them. Oh yeah, Disney owns ABC, and they have no clue. Oh really? They own they own ABC. I had no idea. The vast majority of the general public has no idea that Disney owns any of this stuff, including ESPN. Okay. So for Disney to utilize that ESPN brand for sports betting, I see no problem. And even if people know and they're aware that Disney owns ESPN, who cares? Who cares? It doesn't really matter. You're not having look, this has been going on for so long, and I don't understand why it's all of a sudden the worst thing ever. I guess because Chapek's doing it, but Michael Eisner literally started this. Literally started this when he bought Miramax and Touchstone and all that stuff. This is a practice that's been going on with Disney for literally decades. Yeah, sports betting is a little different than, I guess, a really graphic, violent, sexualized movie or whatever. Yeah, I guess so. But it's the same idea. Disney is using their kind of ancillary brands to sort of push more adult stuff, more adult content, and that's fine. I have no problem with that. Now, I will say this. If Disney started to use the Disney name to do this stuff, oh, I'd be pissed. I'd be mad. Then I draw the line. Okay, that's different. That's absolutely different. But this is a different crowd. The ESPN watching crowd is different than the people that are watching the Tinkerbell movies on Disney Plus. Okay, it's not the same audience. It's okay, you guys. It's going to be okay. I promise you. And this is very much out of Michael Eisner's playbook, and I have no issue with it. And I think that they'll handle it well. I think they're going to keep it under that ESPN umbrella. And I'm good with that. I am totally good with that. But what do you guys think? Am I out of line here? Am I off base? What do you think about ESPN getting into the sports betting business? Do you agree with me that it's sort of akin to what Michael Eisner did when he had Miramax and other like offshoot studios creating more adult content? Sort of same idea. Or am I totally wrong? If I'm totally wrong, comment below. I want to hear from you as well. I want your voice to be heard as well. If you disagree with me, you have a home here on Orange Grove 55 as well. So I welcome all opinions. If you disagree, please, by all means, comment down below. I would love to hear from you. Thank you all so much for watching. And as always, have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.